Yeah, hi, I'm Ryan from L&R Automotive in Forest Lake, Minnesota, and we're doing some small videos on things that you may want to know about your vehicle, or maybe some things you want to check about them. So today we're just going to talk about cars that are two-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, and all-wheel drive. So there's kind of some confusion sometimes of what those things are. This particular Ford Edge, this one is all-wheel drive. So on this one, you can see right here on the dash, if you come in here, this one says like intelligent all-wheel drive. So what this one is going to do is it's going to decide by itself whether or not it's going to drive around in two-wheel drive, which is mostly driving from the front, or if it's going to use all four tires. It's going to decide that all for itself. Normally when you leave a stop sign, it's going to be on all wheels, and then as soon as you kind of get out maybe to 20-25 miles an hour, then it's going to switch everything to the front until it realizes that something is spinning, and then it's going to just automatically apply that all-wheel drive. If it's just a two-wheel drive, like a pickup or something like that, it's just going to drive from the rear tires. Or if it's just a front-wheel drive car, it'll just drive from the front tires. You won't be able to do any manual switching of that or have any of this automatic all-wheel drive. But we're going to look at another one here, and I'll show you a four-wheel drive. So this one here is a four-wheel drive Chevy pickup. As you can see right here, it's a little bit older, but it's going to have all of the switches right here. This one's auto four-wheel drive, two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive high, and four-wheel drive low. We usually recommend using the auto four-wheel drive, but most of the time you can drive around all year long on the two-wheel drive. The four-wheel drive high, you can use that anytime that you're in snow or loose dirt or mud or anything like that. The four-wheel drive low, that's going to put the transfer case into low range. The car is probably only going to go 30 miles an hour total, but the low range would only be if you really wanted to tow something out, or you really wanted to just crawl the vehicle and still have plenty of power. As far as the four-wheel drive auto, the reason why I say I don't normally recommend using that is because what it does is it locks the front end into lock, four-wheel drive, and then what it does is there's some clutches inside of the transfer case, and what it does is it's constantly monitoring the front-wheel drive shaft speed and the rear-wheel drive shaft speed, and anytime that it sees those two are different, then those clutches apply for a period of time, and then they are unapplied, and they applied and unapplied, and then those clutches inside the transfer case can wear out relatively fast. So if you just use it yourself, and then you can decide whether you're on dry pavement and you don't need four-wheel drive, or if you need that four-wheel drive in the winter, or if you're in the mud or something like that, and then just put it back when you're not in those situations. So if you have any questions about that, I know it can be a little confusing with the all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive auto. This is just kind of a real brief kind of understanding of what those things are. If you do have any questions, then you can feel free to give me a call, or you can comment or ask us right on this Facebook page. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.